We are IGCSE Global Perspectives students. My name is Jordan Coelho, and today we are going to talk about our team project topic, human rights. We have narrowed it down to workers' rights, and our question is, to what extent are workers' rights violated? Our group members are me, Jordan, Saya, Mega, Navya, and Afri.
Hello, my name is Saya, and I'm going to talk about the reasons we chose this topic and research question. We chose this research question and topic mainly because it's a big issue, and especially in the place we're residing right now, the UAE, many workers are constantly abused, threatened, and mistreated, and we feel that this is an important issue that needs to be taken into account. One of the other reasons we chose this is because this issue affects us directly, whether our parents are workers or whether we're going to grow up and become the future workers. If we don't solve this problem, at the end of the day, we're going to be part of the problem.
Hi, I'm Afrina, and I'm going to talk about how workers' rights is usually viewed around the world. For one thing, the United Nations do say that they have a strong belief in an equal workplace. However, it's not implemented around us. For example, the China Labor Watch reported that 87% of factories do not offer a guaranteed free day in any day of the week. So this shows that there's still more work to be done in the field of workers' rights.
And I'm going to talk about the aim of the video. Our aim is to create awareness and provide a solution to decrease exploitation of workers' rights.
What is workers' rights? Worker rights are defined as the fundamental principles and rights of a worker by the ILO, International Labour Organization. According to the ILO, every worker has a right to work, right not to be discriminated, right to social protection, right to join trade unions, and right to rest and leisure. If any of these rights are violated, workers can be mistreated and abused and are there for the benefit of the world. Many countries do not follow these rights, thus creating the problem we have today.
Globally, LDCs like Swaziland are known for its notorious violation of workers' rights. Even if the law permits workers to strike and form trade unions in practice, the Swaziland monarchy does not allow any workers to strike without severe repercussions. Police brutally smuts down workers' protests by using force. Swaziland also has a minimum wage on most of its jobs, but it isn't sufficient to provide a decent standard of living as it is minuscule. Furthermore, Swazi's workers face routine racism, long working hours and harsh conditions, making it rank second in workers' rights violations globally.
Unfortunately, the situation doesn't change around the Middle East, the United Arab Emirates being a prime example. Following the report made by Human Rights Watch on UAE, migrant workers are subject to poor housing, unpaid wages and benefits, broken contracts and unauthorized confiscation of passports. Trapping them in the country, currently there are over 5 million low-paid blue-collar workers.
The workers' right violations is also a problem in NICs, notably China. There have been many disputes over low wages, poor working conditions, and the treatment of migrant workers. Despite that, workers cannot voice their opinions. Independent trade unions are banned, and often workers protesting are arrested, tortured, or even imprisoned. A prime example can be seen in the Shenzhen Apple factories in China, where Chinese workers work for 10+ hour shifts, 6 days a week doing monotonous tasks, but receiving a mere £1.12 for their efforts. These abysmal working conditions have led to over 18 suicides in 6 months, leading the factory from putting safety nets and locking windows to prevent workers from committing suicide.
Even MADCs aren't immune from this problem. Discrimination is a huge problem in Germany and many other MADCs around the globe. According to a human rights report by the US government, foreign-sounding names were 24 less likely to be invited to a job interview than equally qualified applicants with German names. Furthermore, women earn 22% less than men on average and hold fewer managerial or executive positions according to a 2016 report. Lastly, 13.9% of all disabled people in Germany is unemployed, a number which is higher than the general unemployment rate in the country.
UAE has passed a myriad of laws protecting workers from harsh conditions and preventing the exploitation of workers in every sector.
Swaziland has integrated new laws which protect migrant workers and have cracked down on child labor.
Following the mass protests, China has now improved the workers' conditions and its hours.
Germany have recognized the problem and introduced quotas for hiring workers, which makes it compulsory for companies to have more diversity in terms of race, gender, and ability.
Asian culture, traditions, and religion state that all workers should be treated fairly and with respect. But this is not the case in reality. Coming from India, a country where workers are often treated as slaves and not given basic human rights as they are abused, overworked, and discriminated against. I feel this is mostly due to overpopulation. If one person is not willing to do the work in poor worker conditions, 10 more people will line up for the same job. This traps workers in a vicious cycle, forcing them to work in horrible conditions and thus putting fuel to the fire of broken worker rights.
Islam stresses treating people in justice. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, teaching spoke about treating workers well. In the Hindu scriptures, Dharma, it is clearly stated that all workers should be treated with respect. In the Bible, it says that all workers and slaves should be treated fairly and with respect. Whoever disrespects them, they will suffer.
Even though slavery was founded in the UK, there has been a rapid integration of non-white people into roles of power. However, research done by The Guardian and Operation Blackwood states that 3.5% of the leading organizations in the UK only have non-white people as leaders. Also, sexism is also prevalent in the UK workplace. For example, the income gap. Women are paid 20% less than men according to statistics.
Gender equality is correlated to economic growth, its performance and reputation. Advancements in gender equality have progressed, but there's still need for improvement. Moreover, patriarchy is still prevailing. South Africa's total population is composed of 51% of women, in where only 44% hold experienced professional positions. Nevertheless, the data has been the same since 2002. Women must have equal opportunities to all industries, positions, and equal wages as the men. If women are given the chance to unleash their full potential at the workplace, it will benefit the individuals of South Africa and its economy.